Well, you know, we seen the ads for all the rebates and everything. We didn't really need a furnace and hot water tank or anything, but we figured, well, maybe this would be a good time to get those things looked after.
Mm-hmm.
And so we looked around, and we had one fella come, and he gave us an estimate, and then we contacted this company, and they came, and it sounded good. So, being what we were looking for, we signed up. Well, they were offering free duct cleaning and a humidifier and I don't know what else did
Thermostat.
they put. A thermostat. They were going to do all that, and so we figured, well, it sounded okay.
Right.
And so, and the ad was in the sun, and we figured, well, I guess it'd be okay. First we signed for a Goodman.
Yeah.
Because I had seen on TV that they had installed Goodman on the Holmes show.
Right.
And so I thought, well, Goodman must be a good furnace because of that Holmes wouldn't be putting those in if they weren't good.
Right.
But anyway, after talking about it, and I think we talked with Tad, that
Yeah.
they got a York. So it was on December the 10th. That was on December 10th when we signed the contract first. And so then that was on a Friday. And we phoned on the Saturday morning and said we decided we wanted to go with a York. Okay, no problem. So they wrote up, he came on he couldn't come on Saturday, but he came on the Sunday to write up the new contract for a York furnace and air conditioner. And so then they were supposed to come, I don't know what date it was that they were supposed to come and install it. But anyway, on the Saturday night, they phoned and said, they wouldn't be there because I remember it as they saying that the truck got lost. Harry remembers them. How did you remember it?
I remember saying that it crashed on the highway somewhere.
Then we went back with the Goodman. So that was that. So they did write up the new contract for the Goodman on the 13th, December the 13th. And they were supposed to come in within a few days and install it. It was going to be done before Christmas. But anyway,
They went on holidays.
They went on holidays. Finally, we got a hold of the salesman guy. And one thing, you never could get a last name out of them.
Salesman.
The salesman, you never could get his last name.
Just his first name.
Just his first name always. Finally they come. Well, they came, what was it? After we'd ordered the York, the guy did come with the Goodman, didn't he? The old man came with the Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, no,
We ordered York.
It's been changed to York. So anyway, the guy took it back. He'd already went down and I think took out the filter and took out something else already out there. And so then he had to come back and put that back in there. And yeah, it was supposed to all happen before Christmas.
Christmas, yeah.
Okay,
Really.
all right, fair enough. Now,
But then after we didn't get it done before Christmas, then I don't know, they just said it was going to be February.
what does it look
No
like?
uniforms.
Yeah.
Not neat looking guys
Right.
like these guys. Workmen, Well, one guy came to do the water tank, one guy came to do the furnace.
Right.
That's all.
The two guys were here. And so they were down there, the better part of the day, I guess.
I
wasn't
guess,
it?
yeah.
And so they had a dinky little thermostat. I told them I didn't want that little thermostat because it was just a dinky little thing. And I had bought a thermostat to put in. And I don't know what the guy did with it, but he screwed it up. Well, shortly after the hot water tank was put in, the water was running, it would run cold, which was understandable at first because the water in the pipes would be cold, you know.
For how long?
Oh, quite a while. You had to run it quite a while before you got it warm, and then it'd go cold again. So we questioned that. Why is it doing this? And
Normal,
I don't
is
know.
What's that?
It's
Said it was
normal.
normal.
That's normal.
We phoned California.
He phoned California
I phoned
about it.
Navian in California and asked him if that was a normal thing, you know, hot and then cold, cold and then hot and then cold, you know. And he says, no, it wasn't.
So we phoned Enbridge. They told us to phone Enbridge and have them come and check it out. So they came and checked it out. Well, first of all, they didn't think you needed a new meter.
That's right, yeah.
But anyway, when we were still having the problem, Mike, the fella from Enbridge, he finally did say, okay, we'll get you a new meter if that's going to solve the problem. It didn't solve the problem. They did come and install a new meter, and that was when they started checking things downstairs and found that this was amiss and that wasn't done right and that wasn't done right, and so that's how Enbridge got into it, because these guys, both the company, the contractor, and the Navian representative, they both said that it was the gas problem with the gas, that's why we were getting hot and cold.
Oh, okay.
But
That's not the case.
that's not
But it
the
wasn't
case.
installed properly in the first place.
Well, we were going to go down to the office down here at on St. Clair,
We'll leave the address out, but you were gonna go to Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay.
because there was 4 branches listed for this company.
Right.
And so there was one down here at Eglinton and St. Clair, I think it was. And so we were going to go down. Well, I phoned her. I don't know why I phoned about it. And I said, well, I'm coming down. And she said, well, there's no sense you coming down. We're under construction right now.
It's an empty lot.
It's closed out. So Mike from Enbridge went and checked it out, and that office was closed.
Okay, we're gonna go down.
But there was a number of times we called the contractor, but they wouldn't even answer the phone. You know.
Number, are you kidding?
She
Where's
phoned
my
them
list?
at least 20 or 30 times, I'll bet you. And then they said they'd get back to us.
Those are the dates I
They
told
never
her.
did
They
get
say
back
they
to
get
us.
back, and they don't
Never
get
did
back.
that.
I went to the hospital. I don't know. I think it's all due to the stress of it. I don't know, because I never had any other heart problems
yeah.
at all. And I had the pain in my back, so Harry said, I think I better take you to the hospital. So he took me to Emerge, and they checked me all out and everything, and they couldn't find out any problem with my heart or anything other than it just, I guess, just the tension and the nervous and
We caught wind of this through the rumor mill, and it's a fact that research shows that 90% of all installations are done incorrectly. Well, this one's over 90% done incorrectly, and we just had to see it for ourselves. So Steve, our service manager, and myself came down here, and we first looked at this, and we couldn't believe what we saw. Part of the issue with improper venting is that they're not going to get the efficiencies out of this.
Which is what they're saying.
They invested in this to get the efficiencies. They're not going to get them the way this is installed.
Well, at first glance, if you have a look at the venting that's going, you can tell that the slope is sloping away from the water heater when it's in actuality supposed to slope back to the water heater. So that's an issue there. The water lines that are coming down here, there's no markings on it, so we don't know if it's usable for potable water or not. So it's unsure if that's supposed to be used in that area. Also, there's no anti-scald device on there.
What does that mean?
It's a mixing valve, so people don't get burned.